We said after last week it's going to be really hard to play from behind. You guys got back into it, and you took that as kind of like a silver lining that you guys showed that fight. Is that something you can walk away from a loss like this and say, well, there's progress there?
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see progress from this game, but at the end of the day, we were shut out in 3 quarters. It's great that we were able to fight back from down 14, with 16 and 18 play drives for touchdowns. But at the end of the day, it's still tough. But yeah, I mean, you can still look at some good things that you didn't walk away with it from that.
Willie said second half, it felt like things changed a little bit. It just seemed like people weren't as into it. Did you sense that on the sideline? That kind of it was kind of a resignation?
No, I didn't feel that at all. I mean, I just don't think we did a good enough job finishing on offense. There were a lot of drives where we were able to pound the rock down the field, get to UCLA's 40-yard line, 30-yard line, but we weren't able to convert on third down or some of those 4th and 1s, which is on us as an offensive line. That we just got to be able to do more to finish when it's in those crunch time situations where you need to get a first down.
From your perspective, where is Braxton going to progress in his last couple games?
He's progressed a lot. He's able to sit back there with more confidence and be able to make some tough throws. He's improving every week, so that's obviously a good thing.
You had a couple injuries on the offensive line. How do you think your offensive line did today?
For the most part, with having Jake Hanson out and guys like Jacob Capra able to step in and Brady Aiello, him able to play tackle and Calvin bump into guard. I thought we did a good job handling that adversity, but like I said, at the end of the day, just didn't do a good enough job as a whole unit.
It's talked about.
Do you guys take it personal when Braxton takes hits? I mean, as an offensive line.
Hits when he's running the ball upfield, or just in general. Especially if it's in a drop back, if he gets hit, that's. If it's a guy that we're blocking, that we're responsible for to block, obviously I would take that personal. Or if it's him taking a read option upfield, obviously you never want him to get hit. So we obviously try to do our best to keep him getting hit.
Does it mean something to you to be a blocker for Royce for 2 years as he sets this record today?
Yeah, obviously that's one good thing you can take away from this. He's a great player, that's for sure. And obviously that's great. You get the record. I just wish we could have got it with a win.
Charles is out there saying that after losses, he feels like this team's done a pretty good job of bouncing back. The next day, you're a little bit, it's not like everyone's down. But how hard is it, especially in a stretch like this, to kind of shake off a loss when you know that mental mistakes, your own mistakes, have kind of contributed to some of this?
Yeah, I think most importantly, you just have to have a thick skin. Coach Sager kind of talks about the 24-hour rule, where you can celebrate a win for 24 hours after the game, or you can, be disappointed and upset after a win for 24 hours after the game. So obviously, playing right back is going to suck, and tomorrow is going to suck at practice. But you just got to flush it out of your system and go into next week and hang your head high.
Is that easier said than done, though? 24 hours?
Not really. I feel like Sundays, when you first get to the facility, it's still kind of gloomy. But you got to get back to work because the week is so short. You just got to move on to the next week.
Jake, obviously this is the second year in a row you guys have thrown a true freshman in at quarterback. But does it feel different this year, knowing that Justin could return and eventually you're going to have some quarterback depth now?
Yeah. It's a different situation, obviously, where obviously last year with benching our starting quarterback and then naming another starting quarterback and then with injury, it's different. But what was the original question? I don't even know what I'm
does
answering.
it
Sorry.
feel different? That you already have that fourth win, that Justin could come back. Does it feel different than last year when you guys could never come right?
Yeah, obviously it's a bright note that he could come back in the next. I'm not sure how many games, 3, 4, whatever it may be. It's different than last year.
How bad does this team need to win right now?
Really bad. Obviously, we needed to win this week. We wanted to win, the last 3 weeks, obviously. But we just got to keep pounding away. There's no excuse. You got to find a way to win a ball game, regardless of who's the quarterback or what injuries you have. You've got to find a way to win, regardless, because no one cares what injuries you have. You just have to find a way to win.
You guys, who were part of the team last year, you got the goal coming into this year to get things going back in the right direction. Are you confident that can still happen, or is still happening, despite the results last year?
Yeah. I'm definitely very confident that we can win every game on our schedule from this point. I've been confident that we could win every game before this point. So. I don't have a different attitude towards this year, since we have a different quarterback at the moment or anything like that. We just got to keep a great attitude and keep pounding away week by week.
What are the things that you point to as signs that it's going in the right direction, even if it's not necessarily showing up on the scoreboard right now?
at least going into halftime this week, you know, tied obviously was a good sign, but we just got to keep being able to put more points on the board. You know, it seems like we're so close on so many plays or in so many different scenarios, but we're just not getting it done. It's really frustrating. You know, and anybody will tell you that it's really frustrating, but we just got to find a way to put points on the board.